At first glance, it's a winter wonderland, high in Sweden's north. So far north, it was thought to be the end of the world. The ground is barren, the spruce small. Snow covers the ground most of the year. Girjas forest is home to the indigenous Sami people and their reindeer. For the Sami, the forest means everything. Head of Girjas, a cooperative of reindeer owners near Kiruna, is Matti Berg, who has lived here all his life. He suffers almost physically when he has to go to the city. Court cases have repeatedly forced him to go to the unloved city. For 10 years, he argued there and represented his people's cause before the Supreme Court. At issue were the hunting and fishing rights. The verdict was unexpected. The indigenous people, and not the state, are to decide who is allowed to hunt and fish on their territory.
Everyone should be happy. The judgment has shown that even a normal person can assert himself against the state.
But not everyone thinks that the verdict was just. After the verdict, Matti repeatedly received angry calls. Some Swedish hunters see their hunting rights threatened.
Hunting and fishing are the things people are passionate about up here. Many hunters are afraid that we Sami will now close the forests. We won't. But first come the reindeer, then the Sami, and then the others.
Anger is sometimes directly related to the reindeer's enormous space requirements. This is noticeable when we make our way through Sami land to Lars Ola Janok. Reindeer can bring traffic to zero, even on the European Route 10, the main trunk road in this area. There are approximately 300,000 reindeer in Sweden, and only the Sami are allowed to own them. Lars Ola Janok is busy feeding the 1-year-old calves. Reindeer are very hardy animals, but without an extra daily helping of moss and lichen, they wouldn't make it through the winter. The snow cover is icy, the plants underneath inaccessible. Janok heads the Sami cooperative of Jokkmokk. When he was herding reindeer into another pasture, a car stopped.
From 20 meters away, the driver shouted, "If you let your reindeer out here, we'll shoot them." I thought to myself, these people are really aggressive. The last thing he said was, "If I see one of you reindeer herders alone in the forest, I'll shoot you too." That really scared me.
Repeatedly, reindeer are getting shot. The owners get a small compensation, but uneasiness remains.
We are familiar with racism, what my father had to listen to, especially near the big mines in Kiruna and Gällivare. But since the verdict, hatred has really increased.
But it's not only about reindeer and their grazing grounds. There's a lot more involved. The Sami live on land that has many important raw materials. It's still the state who has the say on who gets the mining rights.
Ore, forests, wind and water power, timber, everything's here. The state would like to exploit it all.
For Matti Berg, the wind turbines not far from his house, on an old slag heap, are first and foremost a disturbance, a piece of industry that interrupts the peace and makes the reindeer nervous. The covert fight for mineral resources in the Sami area has only just begun. But it's encouraging that now they have the law on their side.